All right, so this is our Organized Goddess 11, formerly known as the Goddess Gang. This is going to be our reading for the month of May 2022. We're going to start out here with our Master Teacher Oracle deck and get a message from the Divas. I trust, hope, and pray that wherever you are in the world, whatever you have going on at this time, that it is working for you, that you are prepared and equipped and excited about the great things that are coming. And with that said, we have the Quartz Cluster, New Inspiration, number 25. All right, so, and on the bottom, we have the Nirvana Quartz, Clearing Karma. All right, so I'm being moved to read both of these. And yeah, I'm gonna do it like I did our money message, where I have a masculine and feminine message. So New Inspiration is for our masculine energy, and Clearing Karma is what the feminine energy is doing. Then we have Distant Healing, a healing transmission, number 10. So I'm feeling like that's what I'm doing here. Distant healing. All right, so let's start with the Quartz Cluster. Number 25. This medicine cleanses and brings energy and vitality to any situation, person, or place. Identifying the crystal. A cluster is many crystals growing together on the same base or foundation. The medicine. Most quartz crystals form in a cluster inside the earth, with individual crystals grouping together on the same base. This allows the crystals to act as strong energy boosters, similar to a power station, with each crystal amplifying and enhancing the other and constantly charging itself. They help clear and rejuvenate your surroundings and bring vitality and vibrancy to anything in their immediate vicinity. This crystal assists in energizing and recharging, cleansing the environment, cleansing the energy field, and providing new inspiration and ideas. All right, so here in our Money Matters message, I got new vision, and that goes with new inspiration. So I'm feeling like this is a continuation for sure. If you haven't yet checked that one out, I encourage you to do so. All right, so the masculine energy, whether that be, I'm not going that deep. The masculine energy here is working on aligning with the new vision that he's gotten, through inspiration here recently, whether he was inspired by a person, a change of events in his life, new information, whatever it is that is new, something new that is being created, whatever it is healing. It's also energizing and charging him up. And I'm saying him because I'm saying masculine energy, but as you take time to heal, to restore, recharge, replenish, reconnect, as you do these things, it's going to bring about more creatively inspiring ideas to help you do something or create something that you have a desire to do or create. So for some people, this could be a new project, a new business, new life. You could be creating new life. Could be a pregnancy. You know, someone is getting pregnant. This is a very fertile time. It's new moon energy, and new moon in Taurus is most definitely some Mother Earth fertile energy. So to connect with a divine partner, you know, and bring new life into this world in this healing time, the offspring, the children, are most definitely going to be enlightened, wise beyond their years. They're going to be those that create change, you know, within the family, within the world. So whether that is, like I said, children, or there are new businesses, new projects, new products, you know, it's an opportunity for people to see things that they haven't seen previously, be awakened, eyes open, the third eye opening, which is a spiritual awakening that is transpiring and has been transpiring for quite some time, but it's most definitely speeding up with technology advancements and the release of technology, because a lot of this stuff is very old, but most people collectively are being discovering, you know, these technologies. So with that being said, people are experiencing life differently and creating things differently, and, you know, creating things so we can live and work and love better. So that's what is transpiring at this time. And we're going to read Clearing Karma, the Nirvana Quartz, number 32. All right. This medicine assists in clearing old karmic pattern. Nirvana Quartz comes in a range of colors from white to light pink and has the foundation of a quartz crystal. They are created beneath glacial layers of ice, which give them a very unique formation known as growth interference. It looks like deep rivers etched throughout the crystal. Crystal medicine. This potent crystal is found in the high mountains of the Himalayas and was discovered in 2006 when the glaciers started to melt. Its medicine helps people clear old karmic patterning and belief systems. It is also known as the Stone of Bliss, due to the understanding that when you let go of old limiting beliefs, you can eventually enter into a state of nirvana. It's a powerful stone that awakens self-awareness and wisdom and supports you to actively work on releasing the old ways and inspire new experiences from a more expanded place of awareness. In this place, you will be able to live more in the now. All right, and that's the Nirvana Quartz, and it is great for clearing karma. Okay, so I most definitely, as a Reiki healing master, that is something that it has taken me quite some time to really get comfortable saying, because I feel like it is also something that comes with a great deal of responsibility. Reiki in itself is powerful, and you know, one of the main symbols represents power, you know. So and that's the one that has always resonated with me the most. And it reminds me of a music note, which I recognize the power in music and, you know, vibrations, and, you know, how that is relevant when it comes to healing or hurting. So with that being said, with crystals, they also carry energy that we don't see or we don't always feel unless you're that sensitive and in tune with that type of energy. It takes a lot of sensitivity, and a lot of people don't believe in things like, you know, vibrations and crystals because they're unable to experience it, because they're polluted with toxins, you know, from, you know, lifestyle, you know, whether their diet isn't the healthiest, or, it's full of processed foods and sugar and, things to suppress the third eye, to calcify it so that, you're disconnected from your intuition and your gut. Intuition also is in your gut when, it's polluted with, heavy foods that aren't being digested and processed properly. That slows down, your digestive system, which also disconnects you from your intuition and reduces your sensitivity to tools such as, healing crystals and energy. So I'm being moved to share that because a lot of this is new information to a lot of people with a spiritual awakening taking place, but it's ancient wisdom, that is designed, to heal and to help people be more aware and more fruitful and, just greater in the things that they have a desire to do. So in order to do that, new inspiration is needed, because you can't get and achieve, old things or new things with old ideas and belief systems that are outdated or that never really worked, but the conditioning was laid on so thick that it did work, or that it was the truth, that, it just kept us disconnected until there's so much chaos where people are running to the truth. and that comes with clearing karma, because once you come into contact with the truth, you have to go through a process of accepting that, okay, this is not what I've always known, or I've always been taught to believe. This is the complete opposite of that. So now I need to, clear that karma and unlearn to relearn, is what clearing karma is to me. Okay? So let's, this is our Goddess Power Oracle message. I'm gonna close with that, but let me use the Elemental Goddess deck real quick to see what else comes up in this message. This is our Elemental Goddess deck. All right, that's a lot of cards. How many is that? 2, 3, 4, 6 exactly. All right, let's roll with it. And we got 7 of Earth on the bottom of the deck. All right, so we have the King of Earth, the Ace of Fire, the Tower, the Lovers, the 8 of Earth, and the 9 of Earth. We have so much Earth energy here in this Taurus, what is this called? This Taurus new moon solar eclipse energy. All right, so the 7 of Pentacles. I'm working hard for these changes. You've been working hard on your money, on your finances, on healing your foundation to make sure that you are equipped to manage what is coming towards you. All right. So we got the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles, which is also Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, and it is most definitely Taurus season. So what I'm seeing here, let's start with the feminine energy. New inspiration has come from love. Someone has, I feel like, I'm gonna look at this right now as potential partnerships or union coming together, because I see the Lovers. I was just going with the flow. I wasn't trying to do necessarily a love reading, but this is the direction I most definitely feel like it's going. All right, so we focused on money in the first reading, and this is most definitely a continuation to support letting go, new inspiration, new creative ideas, divinely guided inspiration to make moves, to make changes, to clear karma. Under clearing karma, we got the Tower, Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands, and the King of Earth. So the King of Earth, the King of Pentacles, in his clearing karma and receiving new inspiration, new creative energy from moving away from unstable, unhealthy commitments, relationships, delusions, things that weren't based on a healthy foundation, things that were destined to fail. It's just a matter of time. And it could be something that someone worked really hard for, whether it was a relationship with a business or not. Or it doesn't even have to be a business. It could be investments, financial ties. There's a lesson here to be learned about self-love, about choosing wisely, about making thorough decisions when it comes to things like contractual agreements, whether they be verbally or written. And when it comes to finances and money, you want to make sure that if you're having your money tied into a partner or with a partner, it's best to be responsible and careful with that. You want to make sure that, all parties are protected. And if the commitment is a true love situation, there isn't going to be any person in the relationship that is trying to take advantage of the other financially or in any other way. So they're going to want the person to be happy, safe, stable, whether they are in a relationship or not, whether, their relationship lasts or not. So you want to go in it with the idea, with the belief that, if it's a marriage or a commitment or a business or something like that, of serious matters coming together, people coming together to do serious things or have children, and, these are serious matters. We always hear choose wisely and all that, it's because it's important. But in that choosing, you want to build wisely as well. You want to make sure that, everyone is living in alignment with what their truth is, that they are, they're self-aware enough to know that this is the path that I'm supposed to be on, and this is the person that I'm supposed to be on this path with. And everything that we do, as long as we maintain harmony and alignment with love and truth, that we will be continuously provided new inspiration as we heal and clear, karma or, situations and people from the past, pop up to do whatever they feel like doing, be prepared for, in the first reading with Money Matters, envy came up. So being aware that, everyone's not going to be happy just because you're happy. And in your happiness, it could actually bring about, jealousy and, things that you want to be careful, not to get caught up or get hurt with. So everyone doesn't like change, and no one likes to be invested in a situation, mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever, and things don't work out, So it comes to a point where, you know, when people form relationships and form commitments on unstable foundations, on unhealthy foundations based off of lies, greed, or, you know, distrust or lack of loyalty, or whatever the relationship was founded on that, you know, is the opposite of love, true love, it's going to eventually lead to this. So the best thing to do is wait and learn who you are, and in learning who you are, focus on, you know, your abundance, focus on your stability, so that you are a stable man or woman, whether you are single, independent, or you are in a relationship, in a commitment, and especially if you're in a relationship and in a commitment and you're looking to have children, you know, your work ethic and, you know, what you build, you want to make sure that you're protecting it so that you're able to take care of, you know, your family or whatever it is that, you know, you value in your life. That is so vital, so important, because when you do that and you go into a relationship, you have a better success rate, you know, have a better opportunity at success in, you know, maintaining a healthy relationship. If you're in a codependent, needs-based or needs exchange relationship, then, you know, that's not true love. And this awakening period that we're in with technology, you know, people can't be, you know, all secretly having 7 wives and girlfriends across wherever they at. You know what I mean? It's gonna catch up to you now. Like, you know, people have been doing that and getting away with that type of stuff for so long now, where, you know, they just running around cheating and this and that. And then you got things like COVID coming out, and it's just like, hold up, you know, everybody getting sick, but everybody ain't being honest with the fact that, you know, people been sleeping around, and, you know, through all this, like, it's more than COVID. It's still STDs and shit out there like that. Like, we want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially. And if our, you know, you got karma, clearing karma. If you have, you know, people tied to you that don't belong there, it's time to let them go. Because it's going to cost you your health, it's going to cost you your money, and it's going to cost you things that you can't even imagine maybe right now, because it look good, it looks shiny and all that type of shit. But when that gold spray paint start washing off because it don't rain so much and the shit turn out to be rust underneath, that foundation wasn't solid, that tower is crumbling, all the shiny stuff is crumbling with it because it ain't fireproof or waterproof. All right, so let's get a Goddess Power Oracle message to close this out. Did a card flip? No, okay. Kali, liberation. Didn't I say a fire and burn it up? And we have Maya, illusions, on the bottom. All right, so we breaking out of illusions, we breaking out of, you know, confusion and shit that ain't got nothing to do with the truth. We're being liberated. We're being uplifted. We're being empowered. We're growing. We're prospering. All right. Kali, liberation. Hold on, let me make sure that's the beginning. Okay. Empowerment message. You're being invited by the Hindu goddess of liberation and revolution, Kali, to address the aspects in your own shadow nature that have held you hostage to old ideas that no longer serve who you want to become. You can no longer define yourself by your victim story and expect to succeed in your life. There is a beauty in liberation that is deep, fierce, and courageous. It rises up from the willingness to break the chains of the past in order to transform into something new. You may be afraid to set boundaries with others, but the goddess Kali has come to lend you her daggers, for you must cut ties with the familiar ideas about life that have determined your place in the world up until now. Have you been holding back on shining in the world because you are afraid of the reprisal or judgment of others? This helps no one. You must step into life authentic and glowing. Refuse to allow the potential judgment of others to affect you. Every day, claim your power to liberate yourself from caring what others think. When you are asking for the wisdom to live and contribute, to do no harm, and to serve for the highest good of all. None of this matters, even if you must tear down what has been built. Kali will help you whenever you need to be courageous, even when you are most afraid. Be fierce and be loving and be willing to learn. Life will respond in miraculous ways. Alignment message. When resentment and anger fester below the surface, the unprocessed emotions simmer until they boil over. It's easy to project anger, envy, and ancient inherited rage on others we perceive as the source of our disconnect. When something triggers these emotions, we can project onto strangers as well as the people closest to us. Nobody wins when so much pain is unleashed in the world. Take heart, for you are not alone. Know that rage and fury must have a place to be expressed, and you can use this energy to make something extraordinary and find a new way. The fierce liberation goddess Kali offers her daggers to help you cut the ties to stories you tell about your past once you have expressed and processed them. No matter what your conditions, your alignment task is to find a way to channel this rage, this anger, these feelings into creativity. Make something of it, of yourself, so you don't create destruction just because you can. Be willing to be teachable, even if it feels uncomfortable. When you know more, you can do better. Be willing to take full accountability for the energy you bring to the world. Kali knows the fierce, dark love she brings. You will not always be comfortable. And the process of transformation requires rigorous self-honesty. You have what it takes. Now make something meaningful and be someone you're proud of. All right, you know what? I feel like I gotta make this message public now, because this is for somebody for sure. So I think this message, I'm gonna make it public for about, 48 hours, and then it's just gonna be available to our Black Card members after that. But, this is a very liberating time, depending on, our perspective, how we're perceiving our experiences that we've gone through, that we may be presently experiencing, and, the what's to come. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle just came to me. And that was most definitely a great tool, a great book that helped me understand first the importance of being present, the importance in, having peace in the present, and how that is most definitely important and a contributing factor in manifesting the things that we want in our lives, and the speed in which they are manifested. We want to make sure that what we are desiring and looking to gain or attract and work towards having in our life, that we're ready for it so that we're able to maintain it. if we are pursuing and acquiring things that aren't for us, whether it's a relationship or a thing, you know, a home, a life, a career that was created and designed for someone else, but we just want it because we just want that for egoic reasons to feed our ego. That's edging God out. And in that edging God out, that's the disconnect. And that disconnect keeps us, you know, limited, stuck, trapped in things, relationships, and lifestyles that are not for us, that are beneath us. That was healing for somebody. Somebody needed to hear that. There is possibilities that, you know, there are certain things that are beneath you. And you can say that and still be humble and have a humble heart. And, you know, recognize that we are all, you know, God's children here in a journey to live and love better. So even with that being said, there are environments, there are situations, there are relationships that, you know, can very much well be beneath who you are as a person in your journey and your walk at this present moment in time. And if you decide that, you know, engaging in and entertaining and, you know, staying in those types of, you know, situations, then, you know, the loss, the grief, the disharmony, the frustration, the stress, the abuse, you know, all that comes from, you know, the disconnect from true love and the true love that the Creator has created for you. You know, that's how that goes. So to me, I'm seeing that, you know, this Goddess Kali energy is here to liberate, to free us, to propel us, you know, put a fire under our behinds to make sure that we're doing the work, which was in our money message, and making sure that we recognize that it's a new cycle, a new season. The solar eclipse here in Taurus, you know, it's a new opportunity for abundant action. You know, for those who have been doing the work, it's an opportunity to receive. And in order to receive, we have to make sure, like we, you know, discussed in our money message, in order to receive, we have to be prepared within ourselves and within our work to maintain that which we are working to attract and receive. That our money is being protected, that we have it, you know, in reliable financial institutions, that we're managing and making sure that we are clearing our financial debts and financial obligations. We're, you know, clearing them out, that we are, you know, boosting, you know, our credit, you know, in the world of finances, but then also our spiritual credit, that we are serving more, that we are studying more, that we are praying and fasting more as we need it, you know, as we need to. And when I say that praying and fasting, I'm not saying it from a religious standpoint. I'm spiritual. You know, I don't align with any one religion. I have learned great things from Christianity, as well as Islam, as well as Judaism, as well as Mother Nature, you know, as well as, you know, the tools we have here that you can call whatever you want, ancient tools, you know, to develop, you know, the mind and to remember, you know, through symbols and through art and pictures, remember, you know, who you are and, you know, what you're here to do and how you can do it, you know, better without as much stress and headache than you need to. All right. So Goddess Gang, aka Organized Goddess 11. Once again, I appreciate you phenomenal priestesses, you phenomenal sages, you phenomenal readers, transmitters, you know, our masters, our Reiki masters, you know, our great master teachers and healers, our divas, you know. This work is indeed work. It is the real work. And, you know, being able to balance out your shadow side and, you know, still show up and heal yourself and others, you know, is great power. It's great. It's just a great work. So this reading here is for us. Yes, it is for us to make sure that, you know, we have the information and the insight that we need to support, you know, what we already know. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to do one more reading, and that is for our OGs United energy forecast. That is for our truth seekers, and this reading is for our truth tellers. I appreciate you. Stay strong, stay powerful, stay fruitful, stay in alignment, and I love you. If you need me, holla at your girl. You can do that at marissablack.com. Click on the remote. You can schedule now if you are local and you want to schedule me for a beauty service. If you want to schedule a consultation to talk about me potentially traveling for your hair. Also, I am working on some retreats. And with that, I do have a full plate. So in putting that together, I'm going to be looking to connect with the right people to get that done. If there's any ladies that already have a good foundation going with retreats to support women coming together to heal, sister circle like type of vibes. And I'm in the South. I'm currently in South Carolina and Columbia, but I'm willing to travel to surrounding areas for right now. If the offer that is presented makes enough sense, I may be willing to travel a further distance, but I would need enough notice and payments up front to secure that. So with that being said, if there's anything else I can help you with, please leave me a message in the Black Book, which can be found in the remote at marissablack.com. Peace and love. Till next time.